Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of SU Sports Spotlight. I'm your host Adam Rothschild and today we're joined by Owen Miller from the men's tennis team. How are you doing today, Owen?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me, Adam. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good today. And overall you guys went 3-1 during the fall season. Do you see that as a success, or is there things that you and the guys want to try to improve upon with these upcoming spring matches?
3-1 is a great record, so it was a good success to have to almost win all of our matches, but still in each match there's always challenges and things we have to overcome. I feel like with most of our guys, it's mentally staying in it and just keeping your feet moving every point. It's trying your best every single point. I feel like this carries over to practice a little bit, or sometimes we don't take practice as serious as we can. But once we start taking practice more serious, we can really ramp it up and beat every team in the landmark.
So over spring break, you played against 4 different teams down in Orlando. How did that test you for the upcoming spring season, and what challenges did you face during that?
Our coach, Coach Jordan, scheduled each match to be harder than the last for all 4. So every day it was a new challenge, new players from some teams from Minnesota, some from Louisiana. And it was really great because each team a different style of play and helped us learn, reflect on our games, and see how we can adapt to each different player in each different match.
So this past weekend, you guys played against Drew and Elizabethtown with some more Landmark Conference matchups. What was the mindset going into that?
So going into Drew, it was raining really heavily that day, so we weren't sure if it was going to be on or off. But once we found out it was moved to the indoor courts, there's only 3 available. So in between each match, it was a long time waiting because we had to wait about 2.5 hours for the girls to finish up before we got on. And so it was tough just to stay locked in, stay focused. And Drew's also one of the best teams in the landmark. So we had to go in, stay focused, and truly have our intention with every point, trying to have a great strategy. And when we were all out there playing, we had to rally each other, cheer each other on. Like when me and my partner Daniel Murphy were on court 3, and Alex and Carson are on court 1 playing 1-dubs, we'd yell across the room let's go guys. Just really keep the energy high and keep the momentum going into it. And for Elizabethtown, we were playing outside. It was about 40 degrees and windy, so it was very cold. The same sort of thing. We got to stay mentally focused. The outside conditions shouldn't affect us. We just go and keep rolling and strong each and every point.
Yeah, and I think that was really important for you guys as well, just especially in those tough conditions, finding a way to step up. But you and your doubles partner, Daniel Murphy, of course, were able to find a way to win that matchup 8-5. So how did you guys challenge yourselves in those conditions and find a way to win?
Yeah. So as I said, it was very cold out, so it was a really shaky start for me and him. But we kept telling each other, we got this, just do our thing. We know how to play tennis really well. And each point we just stay locked in. Sometimes we just aim at the other team, try to hit them for an easy point, and just really keep the energy up between each other, saying, let's go, come on, and really just keeping it up and just keep moving fast, because that helped us defeat the other team. Just keep going fast, playing quicker points, first strike tennis.
Yeah, I think it's a really important thing, especially finding ways, in those conditions to win the matches you're supposed to win, and you guys did just that. And looking ahead to the schedule with the next matchups you got Juniata and Moravian coming up on the schedule. What is it going to be like, once again, with one of those matches at home and the other on the road? How much more challenging is it going to be, of course, to try to find ways to win these matches against your conference opponents that you're trying to find ways to win?
Before the match, we need the men and women to get together, have a good team talk, get their energy up. Hopefully I'll have some fans out there at home against Juniata, so really bring it to them and really show them what we got. In Moravian, they're still a very good team, but not as good as Juniata. We can definitely beat them, and we're going to go in strong. As I always say, keep the energy high, and just first strike tennis is what it's all about.
But I wanted to ask you this question before we close it out. What is one word you would use to describe your tennis game, and why specifically this word?
So I would describe my tennis game with the word unorthodox. I've never really had any formal lessons growing up playing tennis. I only even played for about 3-4 years. So my strokes may look a little bit different than most people on the court, but I do get the job done. And I like to say I can hit with confidence and hit with anyone out there in the landmark. And hopefully win every single match I can.
Well, Owen, I want to thank you for joining us today here on this episode of SU Sports Spotlight. And I'm Adam Rothschild, and thank you for listening to another episode of SU Sports Spotlight.